Almighty Oracle reporting for Comics Asylum. Welcome back to our weekly segment. Sorry for the 2-week absence, but as we move forward, you're going to get the latest, greatest, and newest books. As usual, a bunch of number ones on a weekly basis, although for this week, it seems like there are slim pickings. Marvel has 4 titles out. First and foremost, Avengers relaunch by Mark Waid and now regular artist Mike Del Mundo. Some membership changes with the return of the Amazing Spider-Man and the addition of the mighty Hercules, but Hercules has been a former Avenger. And as we move forward with this book, we'll find out what happens when they fight Kang. Next, Fool Killer, one of the mercs for money, gets his own title as well. We'll see what happens as he grapples with insanity. David F. Walker moves from Power Man and Iron Fist to add to his roster Occupy Avengers. Hawkeye and Red Wolf go on a cross-country journey, recruiting the common people for the greater good. The Unworthy Thor by Jason Aaron explores what exactly happened after Original Sin and why Odin's son lost his hammer and became exactly this, unworthy. DC has one shot relating to the election in a week's time, Catwoman, Election Night. But what makes this issue more memorable is that there's a follow-up to Prez, which was originally supposed to be 12 issues and reduced to 6. Image is up and coming yet again with more new titles. First, Mayday from Alex DeCampi. She's been known to work on the Grindhouse titles and now some new offering. Plus, Cbldf has their annual published through Image with 2 covers. Dynamite has the classic Battlestar Galactica launched yet again. And a one-shot called Myopia, which obviously I'm sure relates to nearsightedness. Oni Press has a one-shot as well. Motro, you can tell that it's very manga or anime inspired. The biggest one I think this week from the indies would be Terry Moore's Motor Girl, the creator of Strangers in Paradise, as well as Echo and Rachel Rising has another offering in the works and focusing on a strong young female character. Dave Sim, known exactly for this, Cerberus, he's back too with a one-shot, a 0 issue, which will lead into a brand new miniseries as the Aardvark tries to get out of hell. Archie Comics from their video game inspired line Sonic, Mega Drive, and Grindhouse Comics has something from George R. Romero Mulligan. Something for everyone. Focusing on the bigger companies and their regular titles, Champions #2 is out. Looks like Cyclops is going to join the team, but based on the cover, we'll see what happens. Beautiful artwork by David Aya every single time for this title, Scarlet Witch, #12. Wanda continues her quest to repair magic. One day after Halloween, and a brand new story arc, Spider-Woman 13. Most likely unlucky for her, as she now faces the Hobgoblin, traditionally an Amazing Spider-Man enemy. DC has their offerings every single week for Rebirth. Aquaman continues with #10. Spotlighting once again Mira. Batman Part 2 of the I Am Suicide storyline, where he creates his own squad to rescue the Psycho Pirate from the clutches of Bane. Green Arrow has a new storyline, Murder on the Empress. Green Lanterns also has a brand new storyline, Phantom Lantern, a brand new character that has the power of all 7 rings from the Spectrum. And lastly, the Flintstones from Hanna-Barbera, also tying into Election. Definitely not a coincidence. Going back to Image, after some hiatus, Bitch Planet #9 returns. Excellent title by Kelly Sue DeConnick. There is Prophet, Earth War #6. Southern Bastards also back in the mix with #15, sporting 2 covers. Excellent read. The Walking Dead, The Whisperer War Part 4, also with covers A and B for whichever one you like. Other offerings, Aftershock has Animosity #3, Red Hot Book Numbers 1 and 2 already going to multiple printings and extremely hard to find in terms of the first ones. Rough Riders, number 7. This is getting a little more attention, especially the previous issue. Also went to second printing. Has Teddy Roosevelt, Annie Oakley, Harry Houdini, and a bunch of others creating their own Freedom Force. This week from Archie Comics, Josie and the Pussycats, number 2. Great female-led title. And of course, tying into music genre, rock music. From Coffin Comics, Lady Death, or pardon me, my mistake. Lady Mechanica from Benitez Productions. Black Mask comes out with J Street Protection Services, number 2. Boombox has Goldie Vance as well as Giant Days. Boom Studios has the last issue of Strange Fruit with Mark Waid. Dynamite comes out with $6 Million Man, The Fall of Man, number 4 of 5. And Dynamite also has Smosh, number 5. Finally, say goodbye to Tom King's excellent Sheriff of Babylon from Vertigo, number 12 of 12. Tom also recently wrapped up The Vision for Marvel. He did 12 for Omega Man. What's next, Tom? Aside from Batman, we're curious. Some extras or collectibles. Justice League Director's Cut, the Rebirth issue with the brand new team of Tony Daniel and Brian Hitch. Second printings from Black Mask, The Forevers, number 1, and Kim and Kim. This one more so low print run, quick sellout, extremely hard to find. Moving on, for the younger crowd, the next volume in the DC Superheroes Girl line, Hits and Mitts, and biographical hardcover of the greatest, Muhammad Ali. And now to end our segment, the book of the week. In my opinion, most definitely Faith, number 5. It's pretty obvious by the cover who the special guest star is. This harkens back to Obama's first comic appearance in Amazing Spider-Man number 583. And just like with that one, it's a bit of a misconception because on the cover, you would assume it's the main story. But in fact, Hillary appears in the second story of 3 for this title. It's actually a good deal. 38 pages of story for $4. The first story, 22 pages. Hillary and Faith, 10 pages, and another one, 6. Bottom line is that, of course, the presidential candidate is in jeopardy. She's rescued by our heroine, and then it turns out that the president or running president is a fan of the heroine rather than the other way around. Check it out. It's probably going to sell for hotcakes, especially with next week's outcome. And that is it for Talking Comics. And if you like this segment, click here, subscribe to our YouTube. Thank you very much for your support. Keep checking in for weekly updates. See you next time.